Hi, Bridges families. This video is going to be about how to run a program working with your learner on one-to-one correspondence. So one-to-one correspondence is a skill that is very, very, very important for all of our learners to develop. It basically means as far as counting goes, that as we count something, we're connecting that number with the actual item. So this can be really tricky, and a lot of our learners are working on this for their math goals. So I'm going to demonstrate how to run a one-to-one correspondence program as far as counting goes with your learner. Make sure that you're checking your teacher's lesson plans to see what numbers your student is actually working on or what they might have already mastered. So you're going to want to have some materials for them to count. I'm using some colored blocks. I know for some kids, if you use a very preferred toy, like maybe they're playing with Legos and then you try to use the Legos for a counting program, they might have some behaviors. They might not want to count them. So sometimes it's good to use a slightly less preferred or more neutral toy, especially at the beginning when they're learning or just practicing that skill. And then you can always do it in the natural environment with whatever toy they're playing with and just model it. So basically, maybe I'm working with a kid and they are practicing counting out up to the number 4 with one-to-one correspondence. So I'm going to set aside 4 blocks for them to count. I'm going to say, let's count with me. I'm going to count the words 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I'm looking for is their finger to count along. So if I say 1, their finger touches the first. 2, 3, 4. That is really good one-to-one correspondence because with each number, I touch the block. 1, 2, 3, 4. What happens with some students is I might be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're going too fast. It's kind of hard to demonstrate how to do it incorrectly, but their finger isn't matching up with the numbers that I'm counting. So your student might just need a gestural prompt. So maybe I'm going to count along with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's going to teach them when to move on to the next one. Maybe it's a learner who lost this skill or they're just practicing it at home for the first time, so they might need a hand over hand prompt. You're going to take their hand and help them point as you say the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do this with any numbers. You can, keep adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when they get to the last one, whether they needed a gestural prompt or hand over hand, or they did it on their own, you're going to want to give them some reinforcement. So maybe for them, that means some tickles, a high five, a video, a preferred toy, or maybe a token if you have a learner who's working with a token board.